Ripple versus the Canton Network. Which one's going to win? This is the question a lot of people have. In this video, we're going to break down what Ripple is trying to solve and then what Canton Network is trying to solve. And by the end of the video, I think you'll understand and see and agree with me here that they are not competitors. They are more complementary to one another. And they probably could even work together to improve the financial system. If that sounds crazy, I know it does. So let's go ahead and look at what do we need to solve as the financial system? Like, what are the key building blocks that each one of them are even looking to solve? We got to start with that base layer, right? So let's go ahead and hop into it. Take a look at your screen with me here. So the financial stack is being rebuilt, and these are the kind of the sectors we're looking at, which is messaging, liquidity, settlement, tokenization, compliance, and interoperability. So these are the things that Ripple and the Canton Network between the two are trying to resolve, essentially is what I'm trying to get at here. So let's start off with Ripple and get a base understanding of what Ripple overall is trying to do. It's important to note when I say Ripple, I am not talking about XRP, the XRP ledger. Those may be the avenues in which Ripple does resolve these issues, but I'm looking at strictly what Canton is trying to do and then what is Ripple trying to do as a company, not as the technology. So you have a better understanding of what I mean by that, right? So let's hop into Ripple. So Ripple's role or their goal, check out your screen with me, is fintech infrastructure company, cross-border payments modernization, liquidity and interoperability solutions, works with banks and payment providers. So overall, that's what Ripple is trying to go for. I understand that Ripple has so much going for it that it's not just those four sectors there. But if I were to break down everything between Ripple and Canton in one video, this thing would be 2 to 3 hours long, and I don't think anybody would want to watch that, right? So let's keep rolling and let's see what Ripple is trying to fix within the banking infrastructure, the finance infrastructure. So check it out with me. Check a look at your screen here. We have slow corresponding banking, of course, is a big issue right now. High cost, another massive issue. It's a multi-layer settlement, limited transparency. So overall, Ripple's focus is trying to bring speed, liquidity, and interoperability to the new finance system. Now, as we roll on, we look at Canton Network and Canton's role. So this is where you can kind of start getting a better idea of how they're not competitors and how they actually do complement one another when we see what they're both focusing on. I think a lot of people tend to think that Canton's going to try to come in and take over for Ripple or XRP, etc. I don't think that's going to be the case. So let's go ahead and roll on and learn more about the Canton Network and get just a general overview of what that is. We have Canton Network's role. We have institutional blockchain network, privacy enabled, atomic settlement, built for regulated finance. So we're looking to see what is Canton Network trying to fix within that, right? That's kind of their top tiers, what they're looking at overall. Again, just an overall view, guys. Let's keep rolling. So Canton is trying to fix institutional settlement by fragmented systems, lack of synchronization, data privacy concerns, complex asset settlement, and overall Canton's focus is private coordination and synchronized transactions. So you can see already just off this top line here, they are not looking to solve the same thing. Yeah, overall, could there be some small overlaps here and there? Yeah, sure, that's possible, but I don't see them as a direct competition to one another. Before we move on, if you want to do more of a deep dive into Ripple versus the Canton Network, get into the XRP ledger, the XRP token, or the Canton coin, give more of a breakdown between those two aspects, we can definitely do that. But if for that to happen, I need your help here, and hit that like button, leaving a comment down in the comment section and let me know, are you team Ripple or team Canton? Because I know I do have a divided audience on this one. And also, if you are new here, this is Decrypting Crypto, where we break down different crypto projects, very simplistic, so everybody has an understanding of what these projects are doing and what they're trying to solve in the real world. I do not provide any kind of hype. I'm not going to give any kind of hopium. I don't give any kind of price predictions because I want to focus on what really matters, which is the project's functionalities and their goals. And we keep up to date with what they are doing in the real time in the real world, right? So if you do like that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you part of the channel. Let's keep on rolling. Let's keep on comparing these two projects together. Now let's look at a side-by-side comparison. And before we move on, let you know all my research is in my description, so you know I'm not just making this up off the top of my head. I will provide my resources and my links down in the description for you to go verify as well. So let's look at Canton and Ripple side by side and get a better, clearer understanding or viewpoint of them. So we have Canton Network versus Ripple. Canton, of course, is institutional settlement, whereas Ripple is payments, infrastructure. Privacy, coordination, Canton. Liquidity, connectivity, Ripple. Canton is capital markets focus. Ripple is cross-border payments. Then we have regulated financial markets for the Canton Network, and then Ripple. We have bank integrations. Again, looking at it side by side, hopefully you can agree with me that they are not competitors here. They're not even looking at the same problem they're trying to solve at the end of the day. So let's keep rolling. So competition or layering, which one you decide, you let me know. So we have the Canton Network is institutional coordination, as to where we have Ripple is more of a value movement. I think on this slide it's important to point out Ripple is looking to be a chartered bank. They're looking to be more of a bank overall, where Canton's at the moment, from what we know, they're not looking to do that. Ripple is looking to be an all-in-one, one-stop shop for major financial institutions where they can plug and play and have no worries, as to where Canton Network is trying to provide that privacy layer for those institutions. So you can even imagine Canton Network and Ripple teaming up to where they can provide both for the same client. That's how I see them two working down the road sometime in the future. I could be wrong here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that happening one day. Now let's look at the real story. And the real story here is interoperability. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know I've been talking about the new financial system is going to be interoperable. There's going to be multiple chains, there's multiple tokens. They're not going to just be one or two that does everything. They're going to be layered and working together. So let's take a look at that. So we have the real story is interoperability, of course. The future financial system will be layered, multiple networks, multiple rails, multiple standards. I think that's key to understand that, because right now the financial system, if you look at it in today's world, it's fragmented. There's so many different companies out there solving different issues. I don't think that's going to change. I just think the companies themselves are going to change, and the technology in which they use to solve these issues today will change, of course. And we're seeing that in real time. So hopefully this helps you guys understand the difference between Canton and Ripple. If you do agree with me, let me know down in the comments if you agree that they will be more complementary to one another versus a competitor, or if you think they're going to be a competition and I'm wrong, let me know as well. I'm okay with that. I always love to hear your feedback. I'm always up for hearing other people's opinions and viewpoints. That's how we learn, right? So again, if you like something in this video, you want to see a part 2 to this where we go deeper outside of just this top layer, let me know. We can definitely do a part 2, but we only can do a part 2 if I can get some kind of engagement and feedback from you guys, if this is something you guys want to see. If it is, we'll make it happen. Before I let you go though, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, and become that change you want to see in the world. I'll see you on the next one.